Hello, everyone, and welcome to Dungeons & Dragons News, a little bit of segment that me, Greg Tito, will throw some things that are happening in Dungeons & Dragons world out to you before I throw it to Chris Perkins and the rest of the amazing Waffle crew for their season finale of Dice Camera Action with Chris Perkins. It is happening very, very soon. It's going to be amazing. I just rolled a natural 20. How often does that happen in the world? I was a little bit cocked because it was against my Twitch chat there. So how are you guys doing in Twitch world? It's good to see you guys. Hello, Inez666. Hello, you've got the best, freakiest Twitch call sign, I think, in the world. What's up, Gav2102? Good to see you. Good to see you. I see my face coming out here a lot. And yes, James Hake, I am Strong Jaw. Strong Jaw Tito. That's it. That's me. We'll go with that from now on. Hey, Ashenborn. Good to see you guys. I was on vacation for the last 4 days in Milwaukee, Wisconsin. So I have had a rude awakening coming back to Seattle and have meetings. And then I haven't even had a chance to really catch up on all the D&D news. So I'm excited to do that now with you guys here. The big one today, August 15th, D&D Beyond released into the wild today. Our friends at Cursed Media, Adam Bradford, Leah Coons, and the rest of the awesome team have been burning the midnight oil as well as the afternoon oil, the morning oil, but not the dusk oil. That oil we're not burning. But the rest of the oil has been burnt to make this D&D Beyond one of the best D&D tools out there, especially optimized for 5th edition D&D. You can create characters, you can search for spells, monsters, magic items. You can also create your own spells, monsters, or magic items with your own homebrew content that other people can use in their game, or not, as they so choose. All of the Dungeons & Dragons content that's been released for 5th edition so far, including all of our adventures, are now in D&D Beyond, and you can pick up all of that stuff for a very reasonable legendary bundle. It's legendary. I believe, I'm not going to say the exact numbers because I'm probably going to get it wrong, but I know that it is indeed legendary. You can get all that content at a 15% off discount than you would if you were buying it individually. And then if we release new stuff, which we will, because Tomb of Annihilation is coming out on September 19th, if we release new stuff, you can also pick up all that content at 15% off as well. So not a bad deal. It's pretty awesome. One cool little tidbit about D&D Beyond is that there are these pronunciation guides baked into the web app itself. And Marisha Ray, our friends at Critical Role, Marisha Ray, and Matthew Mercer, who's actually in the building today doing some fun charity game, they did all of the official pronunciation as given to them by the D&D team on how to pronounce things. The one that always gets me, Sahuagin. That's right. Not Sahagwin, which I used to call them, but now Sahuagin is how to really pronounce those fish folk who are from the Underdark. Very crazy, right? Very nuts. So go check that out. It's pretty amazing. Oh, wait, somebody's from... Robesticles, you are from Milwaukee. That's pretty cool. That's pretty awesome. Good to see you. Hopefully you had a fun... It was beautiful there. And I saw the Bronze Vase. I gave a little to the Bronze Fonz. You had to go check out that. I also went to the... Safe House, which was a pretty cool, not really D&D themed, but definitely had a cool spy, 60s Cold War spy theme thing in Milwaukee, which was very cool and made me want to come up with a D&D version of that bar. Pretty neat. So yes, D&D Beyond, you can find it at dndbeyond.com or on Twitter, you can find them at D&D Beyond. They are celebrating like crazy for the launch today, but they're not going to stop there. There is so much more to go into what's going to happen with D&D Beyond, including a combat tracker, as well as encounter builders, a whole bunch of great tools in store for you. I suggest you go check it out. And there's a ton of stuff that's in here for free. So you can do all the basic rules, everything that you would do to build a character using the basic rules that are already for free on the Dungeons & Dragons website. You can check that all in D&D Beyond. And I say 18. I got an 18. That's pretty good. So I'm rolling a whole bunch of dice. I don't know if you guys know this, but a couple of weeks ago, I had my dice and my minis, everything stolen out of my car in Seattle. So some people saw that and were very nice enough to give me some wonderful replacement dice. So thank you to Rat Bastard DM for this gold D20. It's pretty cool. I kind of like the sparkliness of it, and it's been rolling good for me, except I just rolled a 2 there. That's not good. I also got these from Zoltar, the guy who runs the Sage Advice site. Great resource collecting all of Jeremy E. Crawford's sage advice over the years as answers on Twitter, all in one handy dandy place. He gave me these amazing dice. I can't wait to put them in my collection. Also, my friend John Castle, who is a playwright, who is also friends with Joe Manganiello. He gave me these dice. Very cool. They all were color-coded to what his paladin was that he played with for a very long time, which I thought was badass and a wonderful donation. So thank you. These will go into my new collection, which I'll be putting in this amazing Tomb of Annihilation dice bag because my Tito's vodka bag was ripped off. It was part of the gone thing that was gone. Crazy, right? And I have one more special, I have a couple more special things to show you, but I'll get to those later because we are going to go on to talk about something new that's coming. We know this is the season finale of Dice Camera Action with Chris Perkins. And so he's going to take a bit of a hiatus as he prepares for PAX West, does the live game at PAX West with the Acquisitions Incorporated crew, and maybe one member of Dice Camera Action, maybe. I'll throw that out there. But that will be taking a little bit of a hiatus. He will be back around September, what would we say, 19th? September 19th he'll be back, is that right? I think that's true. In this time slot, though, we will, in the meantime, be starting up a new show with Bart Carroll, who you may have seen on a few Dragon Talk episodes here and there. He is going to be hosting a new show called the Dragon Plus Show because one of his duties, in addition to having all the fun stuff happening on Twitch, he also runs Dragon Plus, which is an app you can get for your iPad, for Android, or on the web at dragonmag.com. To get all this amazing news and interviews and crunchy adventure content, maps, guides on how to defeat monsters, on how to create grid dungeons for your crew are all in Dragon Plus. It comes out on a bi-monthly basis and we're going to switch that up a little bit and go to a weekly basis for him to expand from some of that content that he's been producing in Dragon Plus. So that show will be happening probably around 4 p.m. Pacific time in the same time slot that Dice Camera Action was. I'll probably still do this here D&D news for a half hour leading into Bart talking with members of the D&D team. So people you don't hear from a lot, like Adam Lee, perhaps, who does a lot of fun content for Dragon Plus, and in addition to helping out Chris Perkins with some of the story content for our adventures, and bringing in some of the art people as well. So Richard Witters and Sean Wood, who do the concept illustration for things like our story guides, as well as basically they're the ones who bring the story stuff to life for people so they can see it and say, oh, that's not what I meant something completely different. But they're really, really creative people, and I can't wait to delve into more of their brains. Again, that's the Dragon Plus show starting next week, Tuesday at 4 p.m. Pacific time. We'll do in that time slot until Chris Perkins comes back with Dice Camera Action in September. So stay tuned to this time slot. It will be here. Yeah, I got my stuff stolen. It sucks. I know. Sorry. Yeah, I am sorry about it too. But we'll see. And Adam Lee, that's right. Danny Hartel, what's up in the house? You're saying Adam Lee is going to be up in here. And Richie and Sean. Yes, it is going to be on the hook. Is there a Felix Jongleur in here? Oh my gosh. You, sir, win the prize for your Otherland reference there. I'm trying to get Tad Williams onto Dragon Talk. Do you think we can make it happen if we work together? You and me, Felix. Because don't be the bad guy that your name is. Be the good guy and help me get Tad Williams to come on and talk about his love of D&D. I think it could happen. I think it really could. Alrighty, so next up is us talking about Force Grey, Lost City of Omu. We premiered the first 2 episodes of this a couple weeks ago at 5 p.m. Pacific time on Mondays. New episodes will be coming out every week. It stars Joe Manganiello, Deborah Ann Wall as the 2 new characters joining Force Grey. And they're joined Utkar Shambudkar, Brian Posehn, who you might know from the Nerd Poker podcast, as well as Dylan Sprouse, a wonderful actor who's jumping back into the acting game and also makes mead. I can't wait to check out his mead in New York City very soon. That's going to be pretty exciting. But they are an amazing group of role players. They're playing through some of the content of Tomb of Annihilation, and they are on 5 p.m. Pacific time. Make sure to check in the collections tab here on the Twitch channel to catch up with all that stuff. We'll be doing podcasts and rebroadcasting them as much as possible, but you should also check out what's there now because it's there and you can totally binge it. I think there's 4 episodes up now, which is pretty sweet. And we're going to continue to make it as on time as possible, right, Sean? Right, Sean? We're going to make it as on time as possible. 5 or 10 minutes late, it's going to be okay.
We should turn it to 5:05.
5:05. We're going to go TBS style and just say this just when we're starting. Speaking of Twitch subscriptions are live now. You may see some of the weird emotes popping in the chat. You can get those by subscribing to this here D&D channel. It is a great way for you to support all the stuff that's happening with this Twitch channel, including the Waffle Crew, including Dice Camera Action, including Girls Guts Glory, including Maze Arcana, who are traveling to Gen Con. All of its stuff is just great, and plus you get awesome emotes, you get a nice badge for you being a part of the crew, and you don't have to watch any ads while you're doing it here. So I suggest you do it. Go ahead and subscribe now, and I'll give you some double plus yes, yes, yes. Oh, yeah, you're asking about what the emotes are? Thank you, Peter the Green Wizard, for throwing them all through there. I love it. I love it. It makes it happen. Yeah, there's just going to be so much of them. Oh, yeah, say what's up, Manson. Thank you for using your Twitch Prime subscription to get right up into this piece. You're making it happen. I like it. There is something really fun from Dungeons & Dragons, from Dungeons & Dragons lore, coming to Lootcrate Dx. I'm sure you're familiar with Lootcrate. It's that service where you pay a small amount of money and you get a fun box every month. Sometimes you forget you even paid for this kind of thing and it shows up, but it's a surprise. It's amazing. But there's a bigger version. There's a Lootcrate Dx version that's coming out this month in August. And it's got something really awesome for Dungeons & Dragons fans. It's got a little bit something to do with Stranger Things. It's got a little bit something to do with some other ones of our campaigns that we've run here for 5th edition. Maybe a campaign that I ran. I don't know. Throwing some hints out there. It's coming, and it's really cool. It's very big. It's taller than my face, and I think you'll enjoy it. So if you're interested in that, we can't reveal what is actually in there yet, but we're giving some hints. You should go to the Loot Crate website, sign up for the DX box, and you have to do that by August 19th at 9 p.m. Pacific time to get this August box. And it's pretty cool. I think you might like it. Might be worth it just to sign up once and then get out later on. But hey, Loot Crate's cool too. You always get fun stuff going on. How many guys, how many of you are Loot Crate subscribers, just out of curiosity? You guys like that service? You like getting boxes of fun? Let me know in the chat, and we'll see. James. So that's Loot Crate. Neverwinter, Tomb of Annihilation is out now on PC. That's right, Xbox One and PS4 versions are coming soon, but you can jump into the Tomb of Annihilation storyline that we kicked off with the Stream of Annihilation back in June. Jeez, I can't believe that was that long ago, but back in June. And some of the content that many of the groups on the D&D Twitch channel have been playing through. The Waffle Crew is going to get into it probably next season if they haven't had some of it already. It's going to be pretty badass. So you can jump into Neverwinter. It's a free MMO. It's totally free to play. You can experience some of the great content about the city of Neverwinter itself, the lore of Neverwinter, the politics behind Lord Neverember taking over that whole city. It's all played out in the first few levels, and then as you get to the higher levels, you go through all the Dungeons & Dragons storylines that 5th edition has been putting out so far. So you got Tyranny of Dragons, Elemental Evil, Out of the Abyss, Storm King's Thunder, all the way into, that's right, Tomb of Annihilation, which is in there now. You travel to Chult, you get some monster hunting quests from a man named Volo. You might recognize him. You might also recognize his voice because he's voiced by Chris Perkins, none other than the Chris Perkins who's going to be taking over in about 15 minutes here for Dice Camera Action's finale. So, I mean, that's worth the price of admission alone, even though there is no price of admission. So it's worth going to playneverwinter.com, downloading the Neverwinter Action MMO, experimenting with all the fun character classes and builds that you can play with in there, and then getting to Chris Perkins at the end in Port Nyanzaru in Chult. I mean, how can you go wrong? I think that's pretty cool. Again, as console fans, Xbox One and PS4 versions will be coming out very soon. I feel like they already announced when they're coming out, but I don't want to spoil anything, so I won't quite yet. But next D&D news, I'll definitely make sure because I think the news should be out by then. WizKids Icons of the Realms Tomb of Annihilation minis are in your friendly local game store right now. We had a whole bunch of boxes on them recently, but they're now, I don't have them with me because I had so many other show and tell things to talk to you guys about, like all this stuff. But it is in there. There's some really fun stuff that's just for Tomb of Annihilation, some monsters that you might know there, as well as some characters that you could jump into and play with in your game. But there's also lots of other, not generic D&D characters, but like characters that are not necessarily Tomb of Annihilation specific. which are added to the general WizKids collection of miniatures there. So I think there's 45 new minis in this here set, in this Tomb of Annihilation set. So go check them out at your friendly local game store and see if you can get a booster box or two. It might be pretty fun. Other things going on, Idle Champions of the Forgotten Realms. Have you guys heard about this? I feel like I've talked to you before, but it's by Codename Entertainment. Minsk and Boo are going to be in it. That's true. Oh, thank you, Not Jez. I miss DMing too. I need to get behind the screen very, very soon. What was I talking about? Oh yeah, Idle Champions. You should go check out this game. It's at idlechampions.com. It is a Dungeons & Dragons lore fest. You send out party members on adventures, they kill monsters, they collect loot, and they get XP, and they get out of town, and the arena is empty except for one man who's driving and striving as fast as he can. But the best part about those things is that you don't have to actually actively play. It's an idle game, so you can set up a great optimized party and then leave it alone. Go away for a few hours, come back in. They've gotten gajillions amounts of loot, and you use that to upgrade your characters, make them even better. Walk away for a few hours, come back, gajillions of loot again. It's fun. It's the numbers just keep going up higher and higher. You think I'm joking about gajillions, but I'm really not. It's all in there. Plus, there's Dungeons & Dragons characters in there, including fantasy, the group from Force Grey. I think all 5 of them are eventually going to be in there. I think 4 are going to be in there now. So you got Arkin the Cruel, which is Joe Manganiello's character. You got Jamila, which is Deborah Ann Wall's character. Dylan Sprouse's character is in there. Tyrell Tall Guy. Do it. Do it up. Hitch is going to be in there very soon. I don't think he's going to be on launch, but he's going to be in there too. And the best part about Idle Champions is you can sign up for the alpha. That's right. When do you ever get to sign up for an alpha? Well, you can do that now at idlechampions.com. Test it out. Let them know what you think. It's going to be out on Steam, I think, very soon. Definitely something to look into there. HasCon. I'm going to HasCon. Are you going to HasCon? It's in Providence, Rhode Island, September 8th through the 10th. There's going to be tons of Dungeons & Dragons stuff there, as well as tons of other Hasbro brands there, like My Little Pony, for example. And because of that, and because of how fun that is, we made some fun Dungeons & Dragons My Little Pony mashup dice. Friendship is magic. It comes in this awesome little dice tin right here. Nice little sleeve. There is, I think I showed this to you guys last time, but I'll show them to you again. It's nice pink dice set. You get 4 D6s in there. They are pretty amazing. Look at the pink. You can't go wrong with pink, right? I'm going to do it on the 1 because, you know, you're never going to roll a 1. So I have to show it to you. These dice, they don't roll 1s. It's impossible. That's not true. Disclaimer. Do not sue me if you roll 1s with those dice. But you can only get them. It's a HasCon exclusive. You can only get those at HasCon in Providence, Rhode Island itself. So it's pretty amazing. What's up, Trevor?
No, just saying hi.
All right. Hi, Trevor. Everybody say hi, Trevor.
I miss being involved.
He's part of it. Trevor actually is the one who put all this together, this HasCon exclusive. So he's going to be at HasCon. So if you want to come to Providence, buy a few tickets, check out, come say hi to me, say hi to Trevor, say hi to Richard Witters, who's going to be doing a panel there, as well as Danny Hartel, who is in the chat right now, and maybe in Dice Camera Action in a few hours.
Minutes.
Hours, minutes. Time is meaningless to me. There's also some fun stuff you can do at HasCon if you have kids, or because you have kids. No, if you have kids. You can sign up for events in which they can play through adventures that are made for you and them to play together. So there's ones that are for kids 10 and younger, and also ones that are for kids 10 and older. Pretty cool stuff. I think you should go check it out. It's at HasCon.Hasbro. Wait, is that it? I've been saying this. Yes, HasCon.Hasbro.com. Click on the tickets tab, scroll all the way down to the bottom, and you'll find out all the other stuff. Yes, and I am a Time Lord. I will be traveling to Providence, Rhode Island in what is nice to be known as a TARDIS. All right. We got a couple more minutes here. I'm going to show off some of the other fun stuff. This is a big thank you to James Introcaso, who is a big-time D&D writer, adventure writer, as well as podcaster. He gave me this. He gave me this miniature. I think it's supposed to be me, but I don't know if the hair is quite right. But at least you want me to put it down, or is this okay if I hold it?
That works.
Okay. It's this little miniature metal dude holding a D20, I like that he's got a wide stance, something I do because I work at a standing desk. It's fun. I can't believe that he got this made for me. Thank you, James. You're a good guy. And I couldn't have done... What am I doing? I can do it without you, but I don't want to do it without you. That's the problem. And the other coolest thing about this, though, is it's a real D&D mini because it has my name on the bottom. That's how you know you're a named D&D character, is if your name is imprinted on the bottom of the miniature. Can you read it there, Sean?
Kind of.
Yeah. It's cool stuff. It's very awesome. I don't know what it's like about having your likeness be spread across all of the worlds. It's in it's now in the it's in the chat. It's Nano Greg. Yes, James, that's right. It's Nano Greg. I think if I ever go meta and use myself as an NPC in a campaign, I would use this. But otherwise, it'll just be like on my DM screen hanging out.
You should play in Chris's game once.
Yeah.
And see if he kills you off.
Yeah, and then I'll die. And then I'll be like, I don't know. Do I deserve to live anymore? Oh, man. It's pretty cool, though. Yeah, I don't know what else to do with that kind of information, but all I know is that if I do end up perishing in at least it'll be a lot harder to melt this down than it would be if I were in plastic. So thank you for that, James Intricasso. So yeah, no, I got a nice little D&D dice collection started again. I need to get more minis, so thankfully WizKids will be able to help me out with that. For you guys should know that Tomb of Annihilation is coming out wide on September 19th. It's all the storylines that we've been talking about so far. Then Chult, dealing with the death curse, exploring the kind of sandbox area of the jungles of Chult. We're talking Lost Continent, traveling through old ancient ruins, evil gods, terrible adventures dealing with things like disease. I'm really selling how awesome this adventure is. But it's pretty cool. You should check it out when it comes out in game stores on September 8th. So you don't have to wait till the 19th. You can jump right in on September 8th and find out some of the great D&D Adventurers League events that are starting from there. What's cool about the D&D Adventurers League is that, I don't know if you guys know about it, it's an organized play. Where every week there's a new adventure that comes out, and it's written by amazing adventure writers, 10 of which we're highlighting in the DMs Guild right now, the DMs Guild Adept program. Those, search on the D&D website for stuff about that. But there are tons of great creators that we pay to create some of this content for you guys, as well as they earn money based on you buying all this stuff. So the DMs Guild has been great for stuff like that. People playing in the wheelhouse and the IP and the world of Faerun for the Forgotten Realms, as well as you can play in Ravenloft as well. Curse of Strahd got opened up when we released Curse of Strahd. Tons of fun stuff going on in the Dungeon Masters Guild, there is nothing. There's going to be lots of fun stuff in store for the September 8th through 10th kind of weekend. Oddly enough, the same weekend I'm going to be here at HasCon, there'll be lots of introductory events, and those aren't the ones that are actually in the adventure. That's something to really keep in mind. It's like ancillary content. It's not just repackaging the content of the adventure itself. It's stuff that's on top of it. So you can almost think of it like our D&D streaming events and stuff we do here on this. It's it's probably based on Tomb of Annihilation. It's got the same themes, but it's not all the same. So you're never really going to get spoiled by doing some of that stuff. So. Thank you for all that. How are you guys doing? I feel like I've just been talking kind of out of my butt for a while here. I like that we got Waffle Crew showing up here flanked by a Beholder on either side from PezCore 87. That feels like that might be a threat. I don't know. We'll see. Are there going to be any Beholders in this episode? I'm not sure. I'm looking at the full crew of the Waffle Crew right now. They're talking to Chris, kind of warming up there, but they're looking pretty sweet. And in fact, I love Holly's kind of Gandalf hat going on right there. Strix is proud. I love it. Good stuff. So in addition to Tomb of Annihilation coming out, Xanathar's Guide to Everything comes out this fall, November 21st. And it's got tons of new player options, new, what are those called? Builds for each of the classes. So, like the Great Weapons Fighter or something like that, or the different schools in the Wizards. New options for all those things. So that's really exciting. There's some spells, there's feats, there's lots of new information in there for everything. And of course, it's run by the Xanathar, who is the leader of what's called the Xanathar, is like crime syndicate below the city of Waterdeep. He's not a nice guy. Not a nice beholder, but he's doing pretty well. All right, I think I'm going to wrap up here, but I just want to leave you with the fact that that's going to be out on November 21st, and there's an alt cover that's going to be exclusive to friendly local game stores that is pretty cool. It's designed by Hydro74. It's got, I keep forgetting, I'm going to actually bring in the cover as we get closer to the release of that. But you can only get that in game stores. Same exact inside content. The content inside it is going to be completely the same, but it's got a nice different feel for the cover. It's like felty a little bit, and there's some gold inlay on it, so it's pretty awesome. Oh, I'm sorry, Temmie DM. You missed the D&D news. Yeah, I know. No problem, Shards of Onyx. I'm glad to keep you guys updated on all the fun stuff that's going out. Please do check out D&D Beyond. You can create your characters in there, and we definitely want to make sure that all the characters from the Waffle Crew get to be made in there as well. I'm going to start cleaning up all my stuff before Chris gets in here and kicks me out. I saw him step up from his desk across the building, and he's going to be coming across to here, so I got to clean up fast before he gets there. Uh-oh. Things are happening. Things are happening way too fast. I don't know if I can do it in time. But you guys are awesome. Thank you for bearing with me. I have my little guy. I won't leave him here so that Chris doesn't mistakenly kill him. But you guys should have fun watching the season finale of Dice Camera Action. And it will be back, as I said, in 2 weeks. But don't forget to check out Dragon Plus with Bart Carroll starting in this time slot next Tuesday. And it's going to be glorious. All right, you guys are the best. We'll see you. I'll be back here for Girls Guts Glory on Thursday at 2 p.m. It's the finale of Girls Guts Glory 2. So we're going to be showing last 4 episodes leading up to Girls Guts Glory, and then having a Q&A with Sujata and Ali. And we'll be saying goodbye to them for this season. Maybe talk about things that are coming on next season with them very soon. All right, thank you guys. Chris is ready. He's holding very heavy things, so I got to go. Bye.